Good morning, children. Today we will study about types of companies. So, types of companies. Basically, there are three types of companies: private company, public company, and one person company. Private company. According to Company Act 2013, a private company means a company which, number one, restrict the rights of its member to transfer the shares. Means shares you cannot transfer from the one member to the another. There is restriction on the transfer of the share in the private company. Number two, has minimum 2 members and maximum 200 members excluding present and past employees. So a private company should have a minimum of 2 members and a maximum of 200 members. Then third condition, does not invite the public to subscribe to its share capital. The public should not be invited to subscribe to the share capital of the company. And then fourth, must have a minimum paid up capital of 1 lakh. So the paid up capital of the company should be minimum 1 lakh or such higher amount as may be prescribed from time to time. So minimum 1 lakh of paid up capital should be there of a company. If all these conditions are fulfilled, then that company is called a private company. Now, what are the privileges enjoyed by the private company? Every businessman or every entrepreneur want to start a private company, or whenever he starts a company, he starts with a private company because of various reasons. He finds it easy. Why he finds it easy? Because of the various privileges given to the private company. What are those? Number one, only 2 members are required to form a private company. So to form a private company, only 2 members are required, while to form a public company, 7 members are required. Only 2 directors are needed in the private company. To start a private company, only 2 directors are needed, while to start a public company, 3 directors are needed. Private company are not required to either file a prospectus or a statement in lieu of prospectus. We will study in the later chapter that public company requires to file a prospectus. It's a very long process and very complex process also. But a private company do not want to issue a prospectus. Fourth is, private company can commence its business immediately after receiving the certificate of incorporation. There is a special chapter called formation of the company. In that we will study the various stages of the company. In that, one of the stage is incorporation stage. So private company can start their business after receiving the certificate of incorporation. While the 2-3 more stages are there, public company have to go to 2-3 more stages till the stage of certificate to commencement of business. The fifth is, maintaining an index of member is not required. So private company do not want to maintain the index of its members. Share of a private company can be allotted even if the minimum subscription is not received. So if the minimum subscription, we will study in the formation of the company, what is minimum subscription? If the minimum subscription is not received, then also the share of the private company can be allotted. There is no restriction to the amount of loan to directors in private company. So in a private company, the directors can have any amount of loan. any amount of loan they can take from the bank by giving the collaterals. So these were all about the private company. Now come to the public company. In the next chapter in detail we will study about the public company. According to the Company Act 2013, a public company means a company which can fulfill all these four conditions. Number one, has a minimum of 7 members and there is no limit on the maximum number of members. So minimum 7 members are required and maximum there is no limit. Number two, does not restrict the right of its member to transfer its shares. There is no restriction on the transfer of shares of the members of the company. Easily they can transfer their shares. Is not prohibited from inviting the general public to subscribe to its shares, debentures or public deposits. So these people are not invited. Do not prohibit from inviting. So public company do not prohibit from inviting the general public, means general public can subscribe the shares of the public company, while the general public cannot subscribe the shares of the private company. Has a minimum paid up capital of 5 lakhs or higher as may be prescribed. Here it was 1 lakh, while there to form a private company at least 5 lakh paid up capital is required. A private company which is a subsidiary of a public company is also treated as a public company. If any private company is there which is a subsidiary of the public company, then that private company is also regarded as a public company. Now the third type of company is one person company, OPC. According to Company Act 2013, OPC, one person company, means a company which is which can fulfill all the 6 conditions. Number one, has only one person as its member. So here it was minimum 2 members, here 7, while here it is 1 person as the member of the company. Is the special form of private company. OPC or one person company is a special form of private company. So it is a part of a private company but a special form of private company. Must have at least 1 director. This OPC must have at least 1 director. Only Indian citizen can incorporate a one person company. No other can incorporate a one person company. Only a Indian citizen can incorporate a one person company. Has to appoint another person as nominee. So one person company has to appoint another person as a nominee. Must have a minimum paid up capital of 1 lakh. So 1 lakh is the minimum paid up capital. If the paid up capital of the OPC exceeds 50 lakhs or its annual turnover is more than 2 crore, exceeds 2 crore, then it will be ceased to operate as a OPC, it will become a private company. So if its share capital is increasing by 50 lakhs or exceeding 2 crores, then it will cease to operate as OPC, it will become a private company. Today only this much. Thank you.